Hey Bucky, what's your favorite scary movie? The Wolfman? That's a fantastic choice. Hey Carter, what's your favorite scary movie?
Probably The Ring.
Awesome choice.
When you're watching a horror film, you're supposed to have that intense feeling of fear, shock, or disgust. Have you ever wondered who made the first horror film? Well, in this video today, I am going to tell you not only about the first horror film, as well as the director, and give you a brief synopsis in my own words about The Haunted Castle. The Haunted Castle is the first known horror film. It is a French silent film that was created in 1897. The film is titled Le Manoir du Diable, which is translation, The Haunted Castle. The film runs for 3 minutes and 18 seconds. And my question is, how much can you fit into a film of 3 minutes and 18 seconds long? Well, you're about to find out. So The Haunted Castle, the video begins when you see a large flying bat, and then shortly after, the bat turns into a man. And once the man appears, he actually conjures up a cauldron. And of course, what is a crazy man with magic without an assistant? So after the man conjures up his assistant, they cast a spell on the cauldron, and a beautiful woman appears out of the cauldron. They play around a little bit, and then all of a sudden they hide. I guess they heard a noise, but because it's silent, you're not able to hear anything. And 2 guards actually show up. And after the guards show up, they look around and there's nothing. When the 2 guards are looking around, a specter, almost like a ghost-like spirit, appears and starts playing tricks on them, like tapping their shoulder, and then they look around and there's nothing there. And once that happens, one of the guards ends up getting poked by a stick, and he is a scaredy cat, so he runs out. So there's only 1 guard left in the room, and he's looking around and trying to sit on furniture, and all of a sudden all the furniture is removed magically. So when the guard is trying to sit on one of the benches, the bench turns into a skeleton, and the guard is a little spooked out. And so what he does is he tries to become this macho character, and he grabs out his sword and he stabs the skeleton. And what happens is when he stabs the skeleton, it turns back into the large flying bat. So the man is outnumbered with the guard, so he brings out his assistant out of thin air. It's like magic, seriously. And then once the guard attempts to capture the assistant, the man turns his assistant into 4 ghosts. 4 against 1. Another really interesting fact about The Haunted Castle, which runs for 3 minutes and 18 seconds, is it is known as the first vampire film because of the large flying bat. Stay tuned for next week where I actually talk about the slasher film era. And in the following weeks, I'm just going to talk about a little bit more in depth about the horror film and the aspects of horror, as well as the science behind it, the musical instruments that we use in horror films to create those spine-tingling feelings at the back of your neck. Make sure you like and subscribe, and as you can tell, I am a pretty big horror fan. I haven't seen all the horror movies, but it would be great if you gave me some suggestions down below, and I will like and comment back with my favorite horror movie. What is your favorite scary movie? Stay tuned next week.